What's going on? We back once again, Morrissey Sports Talk, and there's reports out there. Detroit Pistons have interest in Marc Gasol. We kind of touched on the Blake Griffin, Andre Drummond video we did earlier, but I appreciate everybody for checking back in with the channel. If it's the first time you've been here, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, and go ahead and hit that share button and share it with one of your friends that love Detroit Pistons or Detroit talk or the sports talk in general. And let's try to make sense of pretty much why, the Pistons would want Marc Gasol. And I think this is strictly a cap move. I think it's strictly to get Andre Drummond contract off the books. I don't envision the Pistons trading for Gasol and keeping Andre Drummond and Blake Griffin on the same team. I don't envision Gasol and Drummond playing together, okay? Marc Gasol will be in the contract year next year, It'll be his final year in the deal. I think he'll be 34, 35 or something like that. And I think strictly this deal would involve Andre Drummond. Possibly a 3-team deal where Drummond might go to Charlotte and, some might go to Memphis and, Memphis might see Marc Gasol to get the contract off the books. Or it could be, Drummond for Marc Gasol. They might want to get younger at the 5 position. Drummond is almost a decade younger than Marc Gasol. This would strictly be a cap room. This is not what Gasol makes the Pistons better, makes them a playoff contender more than Andre Drummond. Is Gasol a better player right now? Absolutely, offensively. And, he still rebounds at a good rate for him. And he can score on the block. He can shoot. He's more of a modern-day big man. But if I had to say player for player, I still take Andre Drummond. I think Andre Drummond still hasn't reached his ceiling. Potentially, he could have. He could have stunned his growth by being in Detroit. He might be as good as he's going to get. But Gasol be dealing with a lot of injuries and stuff of that nature. But he can hoop. And I don't think Gasol, wants to, be with the Pistons. He wants to be trying to win a championship at this point in his career. Or maybe his objective is to get as much money as he can. But, they say the Pistons are very interested in Gasol. And I thought it would be about Mike Conley. But I think this is, okay, Gasol got 1 year left on his contract after this year. How about we get him Dre? Dre could be their new future in Memphis. And we get Gasol. Gasol won't be back after 2019 or 2020. 2019-2020 season. And we can trade him for a player. Where we just let his money get off his books. And we'll be good, okay? I think that's what Memphis is trying to do. Memphis is trying to do what the Pistons should be trying to do, and I think the Pistons are going to do, is that move a lot of their heavy contracts off the books and rebuild. And at the end of the day, I respect it because the Pistons, since, the bad boy, since the going to work Pistons, have been gone, the Pistons is really just trying to rebuild on the fly. Once again, building a wave of Ben Gordon, Josh Smith, and they tried to do it with Reggie Tobias or Brandon Jennings before that, and it didn't really work, you know what I'm saying? Trying to build on the fly. They made it, play Cleveland in the playoffs a couple years ago. Got swept in a competitive sweep, some Pistons fans might say. And then, pretty much it's been downhill from there. They never been able to build on that. Reggie Jackson regressed. He got injured. He got his money. He just, stopped playing with some type of motivation. Tobias Harris did well here, but him and Marcus Morris was given the boot. Obviously, Avery Bradley had the situation with the little, sexual assault case he caught. And he didn't play pretty much with the Pistons no more. They moved him after that came out. After it looks like he might have got a contract extension. He looking like he was a great fit with the Pistons. Him and Harris and Boban got out of here. So it really hasn't worked. And I think, Tom Gores realized, like, okay, maybe Ed Stefanowski, whatever the guy name that's pretty running Pistons, told him, like, look here, man, we got to be bad. We got to share these contracts. It ain't going to work. You know what I'm saying? And, the guys that we need to support, Blake and Dre, and Reggie Jackson and Stanley Johnson and Reggie Bullock, they ain't played up to their potential. So now I think, pretty much, we dead to rights. So we got to get rid of Drummond and Blake. And I think Drummond is going to be the first piece to fall. And I think you see Blake fall in the offseason. I don't think Blake is going to get traded before the trade deadline. And maybe Andre Drummond won't either. But, Gasol, it'll be strictly a cap move. I'm telling you, it's nothing about a 33, 34-year-old guy that, at this point in his career is going to sit here for another 4 or 5 years. He'd be 40 or damn near 40 and build around him. No, it's not going to work that way, So this will be a cap move and get Dre off the books. And I know it's hard because Tom Gores got a great bond with Andre Drummond, but at this point, it's business over pleasure. It's business over friendship, and that's the way it should be, I'm not mad. A lot of Pistons act like the Pistons are so close to winning. They're not. They're not close to winning. They are a galaxy away from winning. And you tried with Andre Drummond. You tried to build around him. You tried Stan. You tried Dwayne Casey, and nothing is coming out of Stanley Johnson. Nothing is coming out of Bullock. Nothing is coming out of Reggie Jackson. Now, if you was getting something from Reggie, you was getting a borderline all-star from Reggie, and you was getting an all-star performance from Andre Drummond, and this MVP type performance this season from Blake Griffin, Pistons would easily be a top 5 team in the East, and I would understand. Okay, now we got something to build on. Maybe we can get a couple free agents here. Maybe we can trade Reggie and create some cap space or something like that. But there's no finessing, what the Pistons got right now. They are who they are. They suck. They're a team that in a guard-driven league who don't have a point guard, who don't have a guard, who don't have a wing that can really do anything in this league. They don't have a guard or a legitimate wing that can start on another team. Not one. Not Stanley, not Reggie, not Ish, not Reggie again, Bullock. None of them. Not Bruce Brown, not Kyrie Thomas. None of these dudes, not Langston Galloway, none of them. And if you say Blake Griffin to win, he really not. He really playing out of position. He really is. He ain't no point forward. He's a power forward that can just so happen to handle the ball a little bit. But this is strictly a cap move for Marc Gasol. If this is the case and they're really interested in him, and also the Sacramento Kings are interested in him, and apparently they're not sure they want to sign Willie Cauley-Stein back. They're not sure that him and Marvin Bagley can play together. I read that earlier. They're ready to probably hand over the reins to Marvin Bagley, but really Cauley-Stein don't be played consistently. I think he's one of the hidden gems in the NBA. A guy that can, do what Drake can do. Put the ball back, better defender in my opinion. Good rebounder, good shot blocker, solid defender. It's just that, they don't respect his craft there. They don't respect how he can get up and down the floor and what he do. He goes somewhere else and go to a Boston or go to the Lakers or go to OKC. I'm just throwing out teams that get some notoriety. I'm not saying necessarily a fit. He goes somewhere where he can get on television. Willie Cauley-Stein might end up fucking around and be an all-star. He's one of the forgotten Kentucky Wildcats that is real solid in this league that can find a niche in the league, and I think he need more notoriety. I wouldn't be mad if the Pistons somehow traded for him and brought him and kind of one of the glue guys for the Detroit Pistons, because he could do everything Andre Drummond can do, if not better. In my opinion, he can shoot a little bit too, man. So I wouldn't be mad if they brought him in the fold. So it's pretty much, do the Grizzlies want Willie Cauley-Stein or Andre Drummond at this point, man? But Drummond, he possesses a special type of NBA body, strong, built like a tank, can rebound at a high rate. I think with the right point guard, they could feed him, and he could take off too, man. With the right point guard, I think he just needs the playmaker that really assists him. He really not self-service. He really needs somebody else that could really feed him the rock. And the Pistons don't got that. Reggie Jackson, all he know is, if I ain't shooting it, I don't give a fuck about playing for the Pistons. Excuse my language. That's Reggie Jackson's attitude. If I can't come down and shoot it when I want to shoot and be a Reggie Westbrook, then I'm gonna just be disinterested and I'm not gonna play my game. Since Dwayne Casey don't want me to play my game, I won't. I'm just gonna sit back, be laid back, and just do what they want me to do. Go through the motions. I get my $20-30 million left of my contract, whatever is left, $36 million, and then I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a shit about nothing else. So pretty much he mad because he can't be what he want to be. He can't gun it how he want to be instead of buying into the system, feeding Dre off the pick and rolls. Now it's Blake Griffin being the point guard, and then Ish come in, he'll be the point guard, then Bruce can handle it. Truth be told, they don't even trust Reggie Jackson being the point guard. They trust Blake Griffin before Reggie Jackson. They trust Bruce Brown probably before Reggie Jackson and Ish Smith. Reggie Jackson continues to start because he makes a lot of freaking money, and he got the size over Ish Smith. That's it. That's the only reason why Reggie Jackson continues to start. But like I said before, to wrap it up, the Marc Gasol deal will be strictly a cap move. That'll start to tell me as the dominoes fall that the Pistons are starting over and look for more moves next year for sure. Reggie Jackson contract probably moves in the contract year, no doubt in my mind about that one. But the thing about the Marc Gasol moves is they want somebody to take Chandler Parsons' contract, and I wouldn't take that contract. No, that's like making a deal with the devil. I would no way, no how would I take on that contract 2 more years of a guy who can't even walk up and down the court. But I'll link an article supporting this video. I'll be right back with a Lions video. Motor City Sports Talk. Don't forget me on Facebook, Twitter. Also can reach out to the email. Also on Instagram. Got a question, business inquiry, sponsorship, or video request, hit your boy up. Make sure you comment, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, bell icon button. And if you want to make a donation to the channel, that link's there as well. You can just share the videos I definitely appreciate that. Mercy Sports Talk, your boy